The seatbelt sign was still on when I heard the baby cry beside me. "I'm sorry," the woman said quickly. "He hates takeoff." "It's okay," I said. "He'll settle." She looked surprised. "You think so?" "I'm sure," I said. "Planes scare adults too." She smiled, tired and unsure. "I'm Lena." "I'm Ethan," I said. "And he's?" "Noah." Noah screamed again. "Hey, buddy," I said softly. "You're safe." Lena blinked. "He doesn't like strangers." "I'm not a stranger yet," I said. She laughed under her breath. "I hope you're right." I held my hands up. "Want me to try?" She hesitated. "If he cries harder." "He won't," I said. I took Noah carefully. He squirmed, then quieted. Lena stared. "How did you do that?" "I just talked to him," I said. She watched me like I had done something rare. "You're good at this," she said. I felt it then. That warm pride. "Kids can sense calm," I said. She nodded slowly. "I've been nervous all day." "First flight?" I asked. "Yes," she said. "New city. New job." "That's brave," I said. "I don't feel brave," she said. Noah grabbed my finger. "There," I said. "He trusts me." "You make it sound easy," she said. "I like helping," I said. She studied my face. "You're kind." I smiled. "I try." The plane lifted higher. "I don't usually talk to people," she said. "Neither do I," said, lying without effort. She chuckled. "What do you do?" "I work in finance," I said. "Oh," she said. "You look important." "I'm not," I said. "That suit says otherwise," she said. "It's just habit," I said. Noah yawned. "See," I said. "Told you." Lena exhaled. I could cry right now. "You can," I said. "No judgment." She shook her head. "Not yet." Minutes passed in quiet. She broke it. "I almost didn't get on." "Why?" I asked. "I was scared I'd fail," she said. "Fail who?" I asked. "Everyone," she said. "My parents. My boss. My son." "You showed up," I said. "That counts." She swallowed. "You say things simply." "I mean them," I said. She leaned back. "Most people complicate everything." "I don't like chaos," I said. "You don't seem like the type," she said. "I plan," I said. "For everything?" "For what matters," I said. "And what doesn't?" she asked. "I let it go," I said. She smiled faintly. "I wish I could do that." "You can learn," I said. "From you?" she asked. "If you want," I said. She looked thoughtful. "You're very sure of yourself." "I've had practice," I said. "With what?" "Being needed," I said, then regretted it. She didn't notice. "I need that right now." "You have it," I said. She nodded, relieved. She glanced at my phone. "Your wife won't mind?" "I didn't say I had one," I said quickly. "Oh," she said. "Sorry." "It's fine," I said. "I travel a lot." "That must be lonely," she said. "Sometimes," I said, enjoying the concern. She watched the aisle fill. "Do you ever get tired of being the steady one?" she asked. "Sometimes," I said. "Then why do it?" "Because people relax," I said. "And when they relax, they trust." "That sounds dangerous," she said. "It can be," I said. She studied me again. "You like that feeling?" I didn't answer. Noah stirred. "He chose you," she said. "I know," I said. She smiled, certain. That certainty settled into me like a reward. I welcomed it without asking why it mattered so much. The plane began its descent. "My hands are shaking," she said. "Look at me," I said. Breathe. She did. You should charge for this, she said. I don't help for money, I said. That's rare, she said. Not really, I said, liking how she believed it. The wheels hit the ground. As people stood, she leaned close. Will you really help me after? She asked. Yes, I said. I didn't think about consequences. I didn't think about lines. I thought about how she trusted me. I thought about how good that felt. I told myself it was harmless. I stepped out of the terminal and said, stay close. Cities look loud before they make sense. Lena tightened her grip on Noah. Everything feels too fast. It slows down, I said. You just haven't found the rhythm yet. She glanced around. I don't even know where the taxis are. Right there, I said. Blue sign. I've got it. She exhaled. Thank you for not disappearing. I said I'd help, I replied. The driver asked, where to? Lena froze. I said the hotel name. Downtown. Riverside. The driver nodded and pulled away. Lena whispered, I hate not knowing. You'll know soon, I said. First days always feel fake. Fake? Like you're watching someone else's life, I said. That's exactly it, she said. Noah started fussing. Hey, I said gently. We're moving. She watched me. He listens to you. Kids listen to calm, I said. You keep saying that, she said. It keeps being true, I said. She smiled, then frowned. I shouldn't be this relieved. Why not? Because I just met you, she said. And yet? I asked. And yet I trust you, she said. I felt taller in that moment. The driver asked, traffic or river road? River, I said. Lena asked, is that faster? Not always, I said, but it's clearer. She nodded. Clear sounds good. The city slid past. She asked, how do you know your way? I pay attention, I said. That's a skill, she said. It's a habit, I said. We stopped at a light. A man approached the window. Lena stiffened. I raised my hand. We're fine. The light changed and we moved. She breathed out. I don't feel ready for this place. You're already here, I said. That doesn't mean I belong, she said. You will, I said, confident. The car stopped. The hotel rose like a promise. Wow, she said. This is nicer than the photos. Photos lie, I said. Lobbies don't. Inside, the desk agent smiled. Welcome. I have a reservation, Lena said, voice thin. Sophia looked at her screen. Name? Morales, Lena said. Sophia nodded. I see it. Lena sagged with relief. I said, she's new to the city. Sophia smiled politely. Aren't we all at first? I'm not, I said. Sophia glanced at me. Lucky. Lena asked, is the area safe? Yes, Sophia said. And busy. That helps, Lena said. Sophia handed over the key. Elevators are to your left. Thank you, Lena said. Really? We walked toward the elevators. You didn't have to stay, she said. I know, I said. So why did you? I hesitated. You needed it. She pressed the button. I don't like needing. Needing isn't weakness, I said. It feels like it, she said. The doors opened. She whispered, I didn't tell my parents how scared I am. You don't have to tell everyone, I said. Who do I tell? She asked. Tell me, I said, too easily. She looked surprised, then nodded. Inside the room, she set Noah down. It's quiet, she said. That's good, I said. She paced. What if the bus routes are confusing? I can show you, I said. She stopped. You do that? Yes, I said. That's a lot, she said. I don't mind, I said. She searched my face. You don't have a family waiting? I said, I manage my time. She accepted that answer. She said, could you mark places on my map? I can, I said. Morning coffee, groceries, bus stops. Her shoulders lowered. That would help. I'll text you a list, I said. You'd really do that tonight? Yes, I said. She smiled, trusting. She asked, what if I need help tomorrow? I answered too fast. Call me. She studied me. You didn't even think. I don't have to, I said. She nodded. You make things simple. I ignored the warning in my chest. She said, I won't take advantage. I know, I said, omitting what I hadn't told her. She walked me to the door. Thank you, she said. For staying. I said, I like being useful. Sophia stepped closer and said quietly, careful. Lines blur here. They don't for me, I said. She raised an eyebrow. They always do. I smiled and said nothing. Outside, Sophia watched me leave. She said, you seem very invested. I'm just helping, I said. Sophia smiled without warmth. The city hummed approval, and I accepted it eagerly, quietly, without question. As I walked away, I felt steady and chosen. I enjoyed being needed more than being honest. I shut the hotel door behind me and said nothing. The silence answered anyway. I dropped my keys on the desk and said, you're alone now. The room didn't argue. I loosened my tie slowly, like time would stretch if I asked politely. My phone buzzed. Rachel, did you land safely? I stared at the screen and said, yes, without typing it. I sat on the edge of the bed and told myself I was tired. That excuse always worked. I opened the minibar and said, one drink. I poured it heavier than planned. Rachel, you didn't answer me earlier. I said out loud, I was busy. Busy doing nothing useful. I drank and watched the city lights through the glass. The room felt temporary, and I liked that. Temporary meant unaccountable. Rachel, are you still staying 2 nights? I typed yes and deleted it. I told myself silence was kinder than lies. That was a lie too. I kicked off my shoes and sat back. At home, this hour meant routine. Dinner questions. Polite listening. Careful distance. Here, no one expected anything. I said, this is simpler. My phone buzzed again. Rachel, you sound far away lately. I smiled at the screen. Distance was quieter than conflict. I said, she wouldn't understand, to no one. I finished the drink and poured another. My reflection looked calm. Reliable. The version people trusted. I practiced that face for years. Rachel, did I do something wrong? I closed my eyes. That question always arrived eventually. I whispered, no, knowing she couldn't hear. The ceiling fan hummed like agreement. I stood and paced. At home, pacing meant tension. Here, it meant freedom. I told myself I deserved rest. I earned it. I worked hard. I provided. Those words lined up like shields. Rachel, please talk to me. I turned the phone face down. Talking would open doors I kept locked. I leaned against the wall and said, I'm a good husband. No one challenged it. I replayed the day. Lena's relief. Her trust. How easily I stepped into that space. I felt useful there. Seen. At home, usefulness came with rules. Expectations. Questions. Here, it came with gratitude only. I checked my phone again. No new messages. That should have eased me. Instead, it felt like pressure building. I said, she's strong, about Rachel, as if that solved it. I said, she doesn't need me as much, and believed it for a moment. I sat on the bed and scrolled old photos. Smiles from years ago. Before we learned how to avoid hard talks. Rachel used to ask about my day. Really ask. I taught her to stop. I replied late. Short. Safe. I said, this is how marriages survive, to the dark. The dark didn't object. My phone lit again. Rachel, I miss you. That one landed heavier. I typed I miss you too and erased it. Truth required follow-up questions. I wasn't ready for those. I set the phone aside and lay back. The bed didn't know my name. I liked that. I stretched my arms and stared up. I told myself I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't cheating. I wasn't lying directly. I was just choosing silence. Silence hurt less, or so I claimed. My chest tightened anyway. I thought of Lena asking for help. How easily I said yes. How natural it felt to be needed. I said, this doesn't affect my marriage. The word sounded practiced. Convincing. I rolled onto my side and closed my eyes. Rachel's face appeared anyway. Not angry. Just tired. I said, tomorrow I'll answer everything. Tomorrow always worked as a promise. I fell asleep holding it. That was the lie that ruined me. My phone rang while I was tying my shoes. Ethan, Lena said, voice thin. Morning, I said. What's wrong? I'm lost, she said. Where? Outside the hotel, she said. I took the wrong turn. Breathe, I said. Tell me what you see. A cafe, she said. Red chairs. Stay there, I said. Don't move. I didn't want to bother you, she added quickly. You're not, I said. She hesitated. I don't know anyone else here. I know, I said, feeling that pull again. I shouldn't need you this much, she said. You just started, I said. That's normal. I feel stupid, she said. You're not, I said. A pause. Thank you for answering, she said softly. Always, I said, meaning it too easily. I'll wait, she said. After I hung up, my phone buzzed again. Mark, morning. You free? I sighed and typed, 5 minutes. Mark called immediately. You sound busy, he said. I am, I said. Conference stuff? Something like that, I said. He chuckled. You always say that. What's up? I asked. People are talking, he said. About what? About you, he said. I stopped walking. Be specific. You missed the early briefing, he said. I told Daniel I'd review notes later. Yeah, Mark said, but that's not the only thing. What else? You've been distracted, he said. I'm allowed to have a life, I said. Sure, he replied. Just not during audits. I frowned. Is this a warning? It's a heads up, he said. From who? Let's say not everyone likes gaps and patterns, he said. I tightened my grip on the phone. You tracking me now? I asked. I'm trying to help, he said. I don't need help, I said. That's what worries me, he said. The call ended before I responded. I stood on the sidewalk, pulled between directions. My phone buzzed again. Lena, I see the river now. Good, I said aloud. I typed, you're close. Turn left. Her reply came fast. I see you. She waved when I reached her. I'm sorry, she said. For what? I asked. For leaning on you, she said. You didn't, I said. She bit her lip. You always say that. I mean it, I said. She looked relieved. I don't know what I'd do without you here. I felt something shift. That's temporary, I said. I hope not, she said, then looked embarrassed. I mean, she added, until I adjust. Of course, I said. Her phone rang. She answered, then frowned. They say I was late. How late? I asked. 5 minutes, she said. That's nothing, I said. It feels like everything, she said. I watched her straighten, trying to look strong. You should go, I said. Will you still text me later, she asked. Yes, I said again. She smiled and hurried off. My phone buzzed once more. Unknown number. I let it ring. It rang again. I answered. Hello? Silence. Then breathing. Who is this? I asked. A click. The line went dead. I stared at the screen. A text followed. Nice timing this morning. My stomach tightened. I checked the number again. No name. No context. Just certainty. I looked around the street. Nothing obvious. People passed, uninterested. I told myself it was nothing. Coincidence. Wrong number. I said, "You're overthinking," out loud. But my phone buzzed again. Mark, be careful. I felt watched before I saw anyone. My phone rang at exactly 10:42 a.m. I was alone in the conference room. I answered. Hello? A voice said, "You're very good at sounding calm." Who is this? I asked. You tell people to breathe, the voice said. My chest tightened. I don't know what you mean, I said. You told her to stand by the cafe, the voice replied. I stood up. You have the wrong number. No, the voice said. Red chairs. River Road. I said nothing. You didn't mention your wife, the voice continued. My mouth went dry. Stop, I said. Why? The voice asked. You didn't stop yourself. I'm hanging up, I said. You already did that once, the voice said. How do you know these things? I asked. Silence. Then, you enjoy being needed. That's not a crime, I snapped. No, the voice said. It's a habit. I laughed sharply. This is harassment. Is it? The voice asked. I glanced at the door. You manage risk for a living, the voice said. I froze. You missed yesterday's briefing, the voice went on. That information is public, I said quickly. You answered your phone instead, the voice said. I swallowed. You should be more careful with patterns, the voice added. Who are you? I demanded. Someone who listens, the voice said. I said, you're making assumptions. Am I? I hung up. My hands were shaking. I locked the door and sat down. I told myself to think logically. This was coincidence. Someone overheard. Someone guessed. My phone buzzed again. Unknown number. I didn't answer. A text came instead. Conference room B has thin walls. I stood abruptly. No, I said out loud. Another text followed. You should check your inbox. I opened my email. A message from Daniel sat at the top. Need to discuss missed compliance notes. I muttered, later. My phone buzzed again. The same number. I answered this time. What do you want? The voice said, for you to pay attention. I haven't done anything wrong, I said. You keep saying that, the voice replied. I help people, I said. You replace honesty with usefulness, the voice said. That's your opinion, I said. It's a pattern, the voice said. I clenched my jaw. What happens if I stop answering? I asked. Then others start talking, the voice said. Like who? Mark already worries, the voice said. My stomach dropped. You spoke to him? I asked. I don't have to, the voice said. I felt small in that room. You're exaggerating, I said. Then relax, the voice replied. I hung up again. My phone rang immediately. I declined the call. My email chimed. Another message from Daniel. We need clarification before the afternoon session. I rubbed my face. I typed back fast. Technical issue. Files delayed. It wasn't true. I hit send anyway. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. You always choose delay. I whispered, stop. I looked around the room again. The walls felt closer. I checked the hallway through the glass. Empty. I tried grounding myself. Numbers. Tasks. Control. I repeated, "You're fine." My phone rang once more. Mark's name flashed. I answered. "What? You okay?" he asked. "Why wouldn't I be?" "You sound defensive," he said. "I'm busy," I replied. "You missed another note," he said. "That's not possible," I said. "It is," he said. "Daniel's not happy." "I emailed him," I said. "He hasn't replied," Mark said. "That's not my problem," I said. Mark paused. "You sure everything's clean?" "Yes," I said too quickly. "You sure," he pressed. I said yes, I snapped. "All right," he said. "I warned you." The call ended. I stared at my phone like it might bite. Another text appeared. "Lies create gaps." I typed back, "Who are you?" The reply came slow. "Someone patient." I closed my eyes. This was slipping. I opened my calendar and cancelled lunch. I needed time to fix things. I told myself I could still control the damage. I told myself silence would pass. I told myself one more lie would buy space. At 2:17 p.m., Daniel walked past my door without stopping. That never happened. My phone stayed quiet after that. No calls. No texts. Just consequences arriving without noise. Rachel called at 9:03 p.m. I answered and said, "Hey." She said, "Don't pretend." "I'm not," I said. "You always say that," she replied. I leaned against the window. "What's wrong?" She laughed once. "You really don't know?" "I've had a long day," I said. "So have I," she said. I waited. She said, "I didn't call to fight." "Then why call?" I asked. "Because silence finally got louder than words," she said. "That's dramatic," I said weakly. "It's accurate," she replied. I rubbed my forehead. "Rachel, talk to me." "I have been," she said. "For years." "That's not fair," I said. She sighed. "There it is." "What?" "You defending instead of listening," she said. "I listen," I said. "You hear," she corrected. "You don't stay." "I'm right here," I said. "No," she said. "You're convenient here." "That's not true," I said. She asked softly, "When was the last time you asked how I was and waited?" I opened my mouth and closed it. "That pause," she said. "That's my answer." I swallowed. I provide. I show up. "You perform," she said. "That's harsh," I said. "It's honest," she replied. I felt something crack. "What do you want me to say?" "The truth," she said. "I'm tired," I said. "So am I," she replied. "Marriage gets like this," I said. "Not when only one person keeps leaving," she said. "I don't leave," I said. "You disappear," she said. I sat down hard. She continued, "You've been polite instead of present." "I've been busy," I said. "You're always busy with things that don't look like me," she said. "That's unfair," I said again. She asked quietly, "Do you tell her you're married?" My throat tightened. "Who?" "Don't insult me," she said. I stared at the carpet. "I knew before you spoke," she said. "Knew what?" I asked. "That your distance had a direction," she said. "I didn't cheat," I said. She said, "I didn't accuse." I felt exposed. "You think betrayal only lives in beds?" she asked. I didn't mean. "You meant comfort," she said. "And control." "That's not fair," I whispered. "It is," she replied. "You give pieces of yourself away and come home empty." "I didn't think it hurt anyone," I said. She laughed without humor. "That's because you weren't looking at me." I said, "I thought we were stable." "We were quiet," she said. Silence filled the line. "I miss you," I said finally. She paused. That's not enough anymore. My chest tightened. What do you want? I want you to stop managing me, she said. I don't. You do, she interrupted. You manage emotions. Mine included. That's my job, I said. It's my marriage, she said. I felt small. She added, I'm tired of competing with your absence. There's no competition, I said. There is, she replied. And I'm losing. I whispered, I never meant this. I know, she said. That's the worst part. I pressed my palm to my chest. I don't know how to fix it. She said, you don't get to fix it alone. What does that mean? I asked. It means I see you clearly now, she said. I felt the ground slip. I need space, she said. For how long? For honesty to catch up, she replied. I nodded even though she couldn't see me. I'll wait, I said. She answered softly, waiting is what you're best at. The call ended. I sat there breathing shallowly. The room felt unfamiliar. I said aloud, I didn't lose control. But the silence disagreed. I checked my phone again. No new messages. No chance to rewrite anything. I realized I wasn't steering anymore. I was reacting. And it scared me how little defense I had left. I walk into the conference hall believing routine will protect me. Morning, I say, smiling. Hey, someone answers, already looking past me. I check my phone. No updates. I mutter. A colleague brushes by. Did you see the agenda? I ask. It changed, he says. Didn't you get it? Get what? He shrugs. Must have missed you. I laugh softly. That's strange, I say. He's gone. I spot Mark near the stage. Mark, I call. Quick word. He turns, polite. Sure, he says. Why wasn't I copied? I ask. Copied on, he replies. The keynote shift. Oh, he says. They wanted continuity. I am continuity. He smiles. They wanted new optics. I swallow. So I'm out? No one said that. But you're in. For now. Daniel appears beside me. You look like you lost something, he says. My name, I answer. He exhales. It's quiet today. Too quiet. You didn't hear? Hear what? They finalized roles last night. And forgot me? They streamlined. That's a word for it. You should talk to the board. I wasn't invited. Daniel pauses. That's not like you. It is now. A woman approaches. Excuse me, she says. We need Mark backstage. Mark steps away. Good luck, Daniel whispers. With what? Staying visible. I stand there. My phone buzzes. Sorry, can't make it, reads a message. Conflict. Another buzz. Let's reschedule indefinitely. I type. Did I do something? No reply. I scroll again. Old praise. Old trust. None of it answers me. A junior associate approaches. Hey, he says nervously. Hey, I reply. I wasn't sure if I should say hi. Why wouldn't you? He lowers his voice. They said you're transitioning. Who's they? He gestures vaguely. Oh, I say. I see. I hope you're okay, he adds. I'm great, I lie. He nods, relieved, and escapes. I see familiar faces gathering elsewhere. Hey, I say, stepping closer. Someone clears his throat. We're in a meeting. Oh, I say. Of course. I step back. Daniel joins me again. It's happening fast, he says. I built this room. I know. Every handshake. I know. They don't hate me. No. They don't need me. He nods. Silence hurts more, he says. I used to matter, I reply. You still do. Not here. A host taps the microphone. Welcome, she says. We're thrilled to introduce Mark. Applause rises. I clap once. Then stop. Daniel watches me. You okay? I'm learning. What? How justice works. I move to a corner. Two executives whisper. I hear my name. I step closer. They stop talking. Everything all right? One asks. Perfect, I say. Good, the other replies. Enjoy the event. A security guard gestures. Sir, this area's reserved. I was here earlier. I need to see your badge. I show it. He hesitates. Please step aside. I obey. A coat check attendant calls. Sir? Yes? You left this earlier. She hands me my coat. Thanks, I say. You're leaving? Just stepping out. I walk toward the bar. Drink, the bartender asks. Water. He slides it over. Rough crowd, he says. They're perfect. Daniel stands beside me. You can fight this. I already lost. How do you know? They replaced me without touching me. The noise presses in, but leaves no mark. And I am alone in a crowded room. I hold the keycard in my palm like it can still open something. Lena, I say into the phone. There's a pause. You shouldn't be calling, she replies. I know, I say. Then why are you? To apologize. She laughs once. Apologies don't erase dependency, she says. I never meant to create that. That's the problem, she answers. You never meant much of it. I swallow. I crossed a line. You built the line, she says. Then pretended it wasn't there. I'm sorry. Another pause. You made me feel safe, she says softly. I wanted to help. You wanted to matter. I don't argue. I don't need you anymore, she says. That's good, I whisper. For me, she replies. Not for you. The call ends. I sit on the bed and stare at the room. My phone lights up. Rachel's name. I didn't think you'd answer, I say. I almost didn't, she replies. I owe you more than silence. You owed me honesty years ago. I know. She breathes in. I don't hate you, she says. That hurts worse, I admit. It should. I wasn't trying to betray you. But you did, she says. I was lonely. So was I. I felt invisible. And I felt replaced, she says. I never touched anyone. You don't need hands to leave, she replies. I close my eyes. I lied by omission. That was your favorite kind. I convinced myself it hurt no one. And now? Now I see the damage, I say. She's quiet. Do you love me? I ask. I loved who I thought you were, she answers. Is that gone? That version never existed. I reach into my bag. I found this, I say. What is it? The watch, I reply. The one I gave you before every trip. She exhales. You used to say it reminded you to come back. I didn't listen to it. No, she agrees. I want to return it, I say. There's nothing to return, she answers. I wore it like proof, I say. Of what? That I was still a good man. She sighs. Keep it, she says. No, I reply. I can't. You always liked symbols, she says. And missed the meaning. I'm trying not to now. She's silent. Thank you for apologizing, she says finally. That doesn't mean forgiveness. I know. That doesn't mean reconciliation. I know. It means closure, she says. I'll take it, I answer. After the call, I go downstairs. The front desk clerk looks up. Checking out, she asks. Yes, I say. She holds out her hand. I place the watch beside the keycard. Is this lost? She asks. No, I reply. It's returned. She nods without asking more. Outside, the city keeps moving. I text Lena. I'm leaving today. I hope you're okay. No reply. I stand there longer than needed. I think about every time I chose comfort over truth. Every smile I accepted without earning. Every silence I hid behind. I speak to myself quietly. You don't get applause for honesty, I say. You get consequences for avoiding it. I drop the keycard into the return slot. It clicks shut. I walk away lighter, not forgiven, not restored, but finally accountable. I sit by the window, watching the city hum below. It's quiet here, quieter than I expected. No calls, no messages waiting. I take a sip of coffee and text Lena once. I hope you're well. No reply. I don't expect one. My phone buzzes. Rachel. I ignore it. I'm not ready. Or maybe I never will be. I remember the hotel, the calls, the lies. I remember the weight of silence and the crack in my chest when she spoke. I used to panic when someone else controlled the room. Now, I only watch. A neighbor knocks. Coffee? She asks. Sure, I say. We sit on the small balcony. I like this quiet, she says. Me too, I answer. No pretense. No need to impress. I recall Mark, Daniel, the conference hall. The silent exclusion, the applause for others. I don't feel bitterness anymore. Only clarity. You changed, she says, looking at me. Maybe, I say. I don't need you to prove anything, she adds. I don't want to, I reply. It feels heavy and freeing at once. I glance at the watch on my wrist. It isn't theirs anymore. It reminds me of what I tried to be, what I hid behind. I smile faintly. I check my inbox. No urgent notes. No demands. Just emptiness and time to think. Do you regret it? She asks softly. I pause. Not the lessons, I say. Not the silence, she adds. Those were honest, I admit. We sit for a while. No small talk, no performance. Just presence. I remember apologizing to Lena, to Rachel. Some calls ended in silence. Some calls ended in closure without forgiveness. The cost was high, but clear. I was always chasing control, I say. And admiration, she replies. Yes, I admit. I can't anymore. We watch the city together. The lights don't care about what I lost. The streets don't ask for my approval. I breathe deeper than I have in years. I feel my old self slipping away. The one who lied to feel safe, to feel admired. The one who feared silence. The one who measured life in eyes watching, not hearts feeling. I don't miss it, I say finally. Good, she replies. I pick up a notebook. I write, not for anyone else, not to justify, not to perform. Just words. Just truth. The sun lowers, painting the sky in quiet orange. I sit back. I feel honest, if empty. I feel free, if small. No applause. No approval. No masks. I remember my mistakes. I remember what I lost. And I remember what I can still be. The coffee cools beside me. The city moves on. I move on with it. And I know now, finally, without lies or illusions. Losing my mask saved what was left of me.